back to the channel. My name is Lauren if you're new here, but if you're not new, you may have heard me say that I had a lot of Ulta points stored up for the holidays. I've been trying to go on a low buy. During the holiday season is probably the worst time you can go on a low buy. But I did use those points on an unexpected thing, and that is this collection. And today we are talking about MAC's new holiday collection, which I don't believe has a name. You know, typically there's like some sort of name for the collection. I think it's just MAC Holiday, which is disappointing because I have so many ideas for a good name for this collection. Merry and Minty, Hint of Mint, which is actually what they named one of their lip glosses. So they should have just named the whole collection that. But there's a reason why mint is on my mind. And it is because all of the packaging of this collection is minty. It's so minty and sparkly. And even the boxes are minty colored. And it's beautiful. And it got my attention, obviously. That's why we're here. Now, MAC's holiday collections are really a hit or miss for me. Sometimes I'll pick up one or two items. Sometimes I do really cool highlighters. That's kind of what I have the most of, at least for MAC's holiday collections. Like, they do really cool imprints for their highlighters. Not so much this year. I didn't see any of that this year. Maybe it just hasn't come out yet. I don't know. I know it's still, actually, I think when you see this video, is it going to be October anymore? No. I think you're gonna see this in November. But still, it's like we still have a month and a half, right? Like, I don't know. It just feels like all the holiday collections came out so early that I'm all holidayed out, you know? But apparently not, because we were talking about the MAC holiday collection. Also, in case you are new here and you haven't met my co-star, aka the real star of the show, Hunter is joining us. So if you see a rogue tail, that belongs to him. And if I'm covered in hair and you can tell, it's my life now. I don't know. I can't vacuum anymore. I need to literally vacuum him. So let's just go ahead and jump into this. I'm gonna show you first the eyeshadows I picked up. These are their Jelly Shine eyeshadows. This collection came as 3. I picked up 2. So the first one, Sparkle Sparkle, is a more taupey color. Just thought that was really pretty for like an everyday color. And then the other one, which was kind of a surprise, is Ice List, because it's more pinky, but I think it's got some green reflex in there. So I'm excited to put this on my eye to see what it looks like. Even when I swatched it, you can see the swatches here, it looks like there is something else going on there. And then I picked up 2 of, I believe they're calling these highlighters, Bounce and Gleam highlighters. One of them is definitely not a highlighter on me. But the first one that I picked up, of course, was Investment. Look, they even named them after mint, okay? Everything is mint. The collection, just name it the Mint Collection. I don't know, it needs a name. Maybe there's a name. I didn't see it on MAC's website. You'd think it would be there. But of course I got the green highlighter. And then the other one I got was Candied Copper. And I knew this was gonna be more of a blush, way more of a blush than a highlighter. This is not one that I could wear as a highlighter. I think this would have to be all over my cheeks. Even swatching it, I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work for me at all, but it was just so beautiful, so holiday-ish that I'm like, yes. And there was a third highlighter that I did not pick up that was a little more goldy, and I'm just like, I'm over gold highlighters. Give me something else. So I'm glad they came out with green. That was very exciting. And then for lip products, I picked up 3 very different lip products. So the first one is their lipstick, and it's in Pink List. And it is beautiful. Wow, there's a cat hair in it already. Oh, okay. So this is Pink List. Really, really pretty. I want to say there was 3 lipsticks. I think 2 or 3. But this one caught my eye for sure. And then we have the Sugar Crystal Lip Oil Stick in Glisten Up. And again, like, shout out to this packaging. So minty, so beautiful. And then this. This might be a work of art. I'm not gonna lie. It's beautiful. It really, really is beautiful. And the swatches are beautiful. And I keep looking at it. I just want to put it all over my face. The last thing that I picked up in this collection, this is the one that I bought from Nordstrom's, and this is their Lip Gloss Air non-sticky gloss in Hint of Mint. So it is a hint of mint. And as you can see in the swatches, it's very lightly minty, very lightly minty. So those are the items that I'm just gonna plonk on my face today. I think they all swatched really beautifully. I'm actually really excited for this collection. Again, I'm not sure if one of those highlighters is gonna work for me at all, but we're gonna try it because it's so beautiful. And I wanted to touch it. So we're gonna do our best. But let's put some eyeshadow on first. I hate not having eyeshadow on, so that's what we need to do. First, I think I'm gonna go in with Sparkle Sparkle. Oh my God, cat hair everywhere. This is ridiculous. But I'm gonna go in with Sparkle Sparkle first because I definitely want to use both colors. And I think it's the more taupey one. I'm gonna just put it on kind of the outer ends of my eye. These both look extremely sparkly. So I'm hoping we can pick them up with a brush. Yep, brush is working perfect. Sometimes with the more sparkly shadows, it just works better if you use your finger. I know not everyone believes me when I say that, and I get it, but wow. Okay, I did put on primer, so I put on my Guerlain primer, and it's sticking to it really, really well. Like, I barely had to do anything for that one. I was a little worried when I swatched the eyeshadows that all the sparkle was kind of just on top. It did seem to be like an extra thick layer of sparkle on top, but that was kind of unfounded because it's going on sparkly and I'm, you know, digging into the middle and it's still incredibly sparkly. Okay, I'm excited for this. We're going into Ice List. I want to see how it sits on the eye. Is it gonna look like it has greeny reflex? In the pictures, I did not notice that it had like a little bit of some greeny sparkle in there. It just looked pink to me. So that's why I really went back and forth on picking this one up, but wow. It is super green. I know it's probably looking a little different on camera. It always tends to look a little different on camera, especially when it's got like shifty shades going on. Feels like it's looking very green in person. So I wonder what is picking up more. It's so sparkly. These are really pretty. These are different because they are so sparkly. They're just like a crazy amount of sparkle there. How are we doing with Fallout? A little bit of sparkle, but not that bad. Wow, okay. That is some intense sparkle. I feel like it's the holidays. I'm ready. No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay, I think I need to put on some eyeliner. I need to put on some of my MACStack mascara, which is one of the best mascaras ever. And finish the eye look so we can move on to the rest of it. Eye look is complete with that MACStack. I do love that mascara. I'm telling you, it's so good. I've actually finished tubes of that mascara. That's how much I love it. Multiple tubes. And I really am enjoying these eyeshadows. You know, I think, let's see, it's Sparkle Sparkle, the taupier one. I think it looks so good on top of like something like purple. I just feel like it would be so great just smack dab in the middle. Actually, I think both of them would be. Purple goes with everything. Okay, we are moving on and we are moving on to the highlighters. I think I am going to just try to go in with Candied Copper, like a really light hand, just to see what it looks like, to see if there's any way that I can pull it off. I mean, I guess I can make it work as an eyeshadow. But just like a coppery cranberry color just sounded so pretty. Okay, I think that's working. I went on in really, really light. Let's go in a little heavier. But it's got this like coppery glow to it that's so pretty. Okay, I hope you can see that beautiful sheen, that like coppery glow that it has, because it's really stunning. And you know, it might be a little too much putting investment on top of it, but of course we're going to. Also, this brush is from It Cosmetics. It's a highlighter brush and it is one of my favorite highlighter brushes ever. It's so big and bouncy. I'm not sponsored by anyone, but if I was, I would tell you. I just like this brush. Sometimes people ask me about my brushes and I never talk about them. Okay, I think it's showing up, right? We'll go in a little heavy. Yeah. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Okay, look at that mintiness. God, I love mint. I am so happy that they did mint. I'm so happy they did a mint highlighter. Yeah, that's absolutely gorgeous. It's probably a lot wearing both of them on my face at one time. Like, I honestly think the Candied Copper looks amazing by itself, but I also think this is gonna look amazing by itself. I almost like don't want to pull attention away from it. Like, it would look good also with like a baby pink. Pairing this with a baby pink would look really good. Yeah, I'm a fan. Lips, we have so many lip products to try. So first I'm going to go ahead, I'm gonna put on the Sugar Crystal Lip Oil Stick. And again, this is in the color Glisten Up. There's only one of these. It didn't come in any other color. One and done sort of situation, which is understandable because it's so pretty. But I wanna see what this looks like on my lips because I've swatched it a couple times now, but I haven't worn it. So let's see. That does feel really nice and hydrating on my lips. There are definitely some different color reflex in there. It's a little bit sparkly, but I think there is definitely like an outer layer of shimmer on here so that once I got through the first layer, it's not quite as shimmery as it was the first time I swatched it, which was actually in a short, which is gonna be up in a little bit, or possibly now, if you're watching this a little after it premiered. That's really nice. It feels really nice. It's not too much. It's fun, but we need to put on this lipstick, so I'm gonna take this off. So again, we are using the color Pink List. I just thought that was really pretty. I'm really into like rosy pinks right now. Nothing like overly pink. I'm kind of like not super into reds right now. I will always love a red lipstick, but for what I've been reaching for, it's been a lot of more of these like rose toned pinks. Okay, this is actually exactly the color that I'm into right now. It's just really pretty. It's MAC's like tried and true formula. So if you've tried any lipstick from MAC, it is definitely that formula. It's a little on the thicker, a little bit on the heavier side, which I kind of enjoy from time to time because it feels a little more hydrating. This isn't matte, obviously, and it's definitely not transfer proof. I can tell, but let me see. Yeah, I mean, it's not saying that it is or anything, but if you were curious, it's definitely not transfer proof. And I think what we need to do is go ahead and just top it with a hint of mint because it's worked so hard to get this. I was trying not to get too many items in this collection, and I feel like I kind of did. Okay, so that just added a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of wetness. It looks good. I like it. So this is the finished look with the 2025 MAC Holiday Collection Hint of Mint. We're calling it that. We've named it now. What do we think? What do you think? I would love to hear your thoughts on it because I honestly really like it. Again, like with a lot of MAC's holiday releases, they're a hit or miss for me. Sometimes they just do not grab my attention. I've gotten a few that I feel like the quality hasn't been quite up to par. Like it just hasn't felt the same as MAC standard quality. And then sometimes I just pass on them completely. Sometimes they just don't interest me. But this one grabbed my attention. Was it the mint? I mean, that probably helped. But I will say I was actually pleasantly surprised with everything in this collection. Again, like I thought the eyeshadows were really pretty. They're very sparkly. If you're looking for a great sparkly topper, or if you want just a really light sparkly shade by itself, I think these are a good choice if you were thinking about it. I mean, okay, I'm definitely gonna say if you're looking for a fun highlighter, investment is gonna be it. It is green and shiny and alien-like, and I love it. And it's minty and it's beautiful. And then Candied Copper, if you have darker skin, I think this is gonna look so beautiful on you. It is super pigmented. I've now swatched it a couple times. So it does get really deep if you want it deeper or if you have darker skin. But for me, I went in with a super light hand and I was still able to make it work. So it builds up if you're interested in it, but also if you're pale and you lack sunlight like I do, it works. We made it work. So I love it. Okay. And like, it's just got this beautiful copper gleam to it, which it's like a lucky penny. I love it. And then the lip products, what can I say? The lipstick is great. I really like this color. I mean, what is this? The Sugar Crystal Lip Oil Stick is so much fun. It's so much fun. You know, MAC has done stuff like this before, a little bit similar, and they're always so big and they always sell out. People love them. So I'm glad MAC did something fun with this collection. I mean, I think the highlighter, the green one, is really fun too. But this is just like, this is a unique standalone product, you know, like people are gonna want it. People are gonna wanna put it all over their face. It's really pretty and it's really fun. Now, if you don't need just like a sparkly top or lip oil, then you don't need this. But it is fun if you were looking at it. And then the lip gloss in Hint of Mint is just, again, another fun product. If you have other lip glosses, you might not need this one. I don't think it's a must-have, but it is fun and it is in my favorite color, mint. So I'm pretty happy with it. Okay, so that was the collection. We are done talking about it. So now it's your turn to tell me what you think about it. I want to know. I'm curious. Am I the only one that thought it was really pretty? I don't know. And like kind of cool and minty? Let me know. I would love to hear from you. And please be sure you've hit that subscribe button as we help to grow my little channel together. And I will see you all in the next video. Bye.